Some of these staircases of rice climb over 3,000 steps up a single mountain. You're looking at slopes reshaped entirely by human hands. No machines, no engines, just people, water, and 2,000 years of patience. And every one of those steps still grows food today. Stand at the bottom and look up. The terraces vanish into the clouds above you. Each layer is a flat field holding a thin sheet of water. That water mirrors the sky. So on a clear morning, the whole mountain looks made of glass. You would feel the cool air on your skin and see the sky beneath your feet. Now think about how they hold the water in place. Gravity should drain every drop straight downhill. But each terrace is built dead level, edge to edge. The farmers pack the walls with sticky clay by hand. That clay seals the soil like a natural rubber. So water sits still on a slope steep enough to make you dizzy. Here is what will surprise you most. The water flows itself, top to bottom, with no pumps at all. Rain and mountain springs fill the highest fields first. Then the water spills gently down, terrace by terrace. By the time it reaches the valley, it has fed thousands of fields. Every drop does a full day of work before it rests. Your own kitchen tap uses more energy than this entire mountain. And the forest above is part of the machine. The Hani people who built many of these fields never cut the mountaintop trees. Those trees catch fog and hold the rain like a sponge. The water they release feeds the springs all year long. So the forest is the reservoir and the terraces are the pipes. Destroy the trees and the whole staircase dries up. They understood this 2,000 years before the word ecosystem existed. Look closer at the walls and you'll feel the labor. A single terrace wall can be built from thousands of stones, fitted by hand with no cement between them. Some walls have stood for centuries and never fallen. When one crumbles, a farmer simply presses the clay back by foot. The repair tools are the same ones used 1,000 years ago. Your feet would ache after 1 hour of that work. These families did it for a lifetime, then passed it down. Now, picture the scale from the air. In parts of Yunnan, the terraces cover whole valleys from ridge to ridge. One region holds terraces spread across more than 100 square kilometers. That is a landscape you could walk in for days without leaving. And it was all shaped one basket of soil at a time. UNESCO named the Hongha Hani rice terraces a World Heritage Site. They called it a perfect harmony of people, land, and water. Here is a detail that touches daily life. These fields are not just for rice. The flooded terraces raise fish and ducks at the same time. The fish eat pests and stir the mud, keeping the soil rich. The ducks eat weeds and leave fertilizer behind them. So one field feeds a family 3 ways at once. It is a full farm stacked inside a single puddle of water. Nothing is wasted and nothing is bought from outside. Now feel the seasons change the mountain's face. In winter, the empty fields fill with still water and shine silver. In spring, green seedlings turn the slopes into soft carpet. By autumn, the rice ripens and the whole mountain glows gold. The same terrace shows you 4 completely different worlds a year. Farmers' time, they're planting by the fog and the flowering trees. No calendarap. Just a mountain telling them when. Think about how old this rhythm really is. People have farmed some of these slopes for over 2,000 years. That means countless generations were born beside the same field. The child who plays in the mud grows up to plant it, then teaches their own child to press the clay walls. The knowledge lives in hands, not books. You're watching a memory that has never stopped moving. And the mountains themselves shaped the design. The steeper the slope, the narrower the terrace becomes. On the sharpest ridges, a single terrace is barely a step wide. Farmers walk them like tightrope paths above the valley. Every inch of usable land is claimed and planted. Where you or I would see a cliff, they saw a field. That is what survival carved into stone looks like. Here is the part that feels almost impossible. The whole system is warmer at the bottom than the top. Water flows from cool high springs down to sun-warmed valleys. So farmers plant different rice at different heights. Cold-loving grains up top, heat-loving grains below. The mountain becomes a ladder of tiny climates. One slope grows a dozen harvests suited to a dozen temperatures. Now stand in the fog that rolls through every morning. That mist is not just beautiful to your eyes. It is the water cycle working right in front of you. The forest breathes out moisture. The fog carries it. The fields drink it. You are standing inside a living, breathing machine. And it has run on sunlight and rain alone for millennia. No fuel, no waste, no off switch. Finally, feel the sound of these places. Water trickles from terrace to terrace all day and night. Frogs, ducks, and wind fill the air with soft noise. It is farming that sounds like a stream in a forest, because that is essentially what it has become. A mountain turned into a garden that runs itself. And it all began with people who refused to give up on a slope. If scenes like this amaze you, subscribe and explore the world through Chinese eyes with us.